I've got some things very special to share with you today. But before I do, I want to tell you a little story about a lady whose name was Eliza Bell, and she had a son that was called Alexander Graham Bell. Do you know that name at all? What do you think he might have invented? Hey? The iPhone. Whoa. It's partly true. Pardon? The telephone, yes. That's right. And as his mother, when he turned 12, his mother started to go deaf. And so this is her here in this picture. And Alexander, whoops, don't press too many buttons at once. Alexander Graham Bell was a man who wanted to talk to his mother, and he worked out a way that he could talk to her by talking straight to her head here, which moved the bones in her head, and she could understand him. Now that was interesting, wasn't it? And he loved his mum and wanted to keep on talking to her. I want to show you something here. I've missed out a picture. I don't know whether it's the next one. Yes, there it is. They've got mixed up for some reason. Can I have that, please, Polly? Do you know the first way they used to send messages was using a little thing like this? And they used to go, and if you look up, we'll go back one picture. See, A was da, and then you had B, which was da, and that was Morse code. And they also had little pins that would punch out the code letters on tape so they could transmit messages from one place to the other just simply by working that, and they'd spell it out. And my dad he could read Morse code. He was a signalman in the army as well as a medico, and he used to get on my crystal set when I asked him, and he would tell you what it was saying, and it was usually messages to ship traffic. As the ships sailed, they were giving instructions about where to land and what to do. And so this was the first way they used to send messages over line, was using a little thing that just, it was simple. And you had to be quick because each one of those letters, whether it was da or whatever it was, you had to recognise that as a letter. And then, I was easy because it was just did. And so you could go through all of that. And then came the first sort of telephone that Alexander Bell invented, the one with the winder. This was very early telephone. When I was a child, this was what we had. How did you ring out on that, do you think? Yes? Change your slide. Hey? Change your slide. Oh, yeah. You can. Yeah. How do you ring? Go on, show me. You turn the handle? That's right, you did too. And if you wanted the exchange, you just rang it quickly, and then a lady came on and she said, what number do you want? And then she put you through all the numbers. But if you wanted to ring your neighbour, you went back to Morse code. Our number at home was which was 20 U. U, if you go back to the Morse code. See, U, if you have a look at the letter U, it's and that was our number. Our neighbour's number was 20D. What was D? Which was the opposite. So if you rang him, you go and that would ring him. And that was the early telephone that you had. And then there was another phone that came. Can I have that there? How did you ring out on this one? Are you sure you know? You show me how you dial a number on that. Yeah. It was very slow, wasn't it? Every time you had to dial that number, it took a long time to come back, didn't it? But you could dial the number and that would put you straight through to the people that you wanted to talk to. And so Alexander he liked to stay in contact with his mum, and she was very special, and he invented these things. Let's have a look at the next phone. What about that one? That's a bit flasher, isn't it? Same way, you dial it and it comes back again. And most people, older people, know what this is. That's tricky, isn't it? You've got to wind it right up. And then I want to show you, just in finishing, one funny phone. Have you ever seen one like that? What is it? A what?
Looks like a torch.
It's not a torch. It's a phone. See, you just have to dial it on the back. Right? This is called a... Sorry?
Which bit do you talk to?
Oh, you put it up like that. Okay? So you dial your number first, then you put it up to your ears like that, and you can talk away. This is one I used to use in the telephone exchange. This is for fixing telephones, and it's called... What do you think it might be called? It's called a Budinsky, because you can come across put it across a line and listen to any line. And all the technicians had one of these, and this is my old one. And you could come across a line, you could dial a number, or you could listen to what they were saying, and they didn't know you were there. All sorts of sneaky things. So these telephones, Alexander Graham Bell, he was the man who invented the phone. And because he loved his mother so much, he studied stuff like, in fact, he was called a phonetician. Do you know what that is? That's a man that studies noise and transmission and sound. And so he, because of his mother's deafness, that's what he got interested in. And as a result of that, he ended up developing the telephone because he liked talking to his mother. But do you know something? There's this telephone that God's got. Do you know what that is? Sorry? Prayer. Yes. And it's a special telephone. What can you tell me is special about it? Is it ever busy? Does it ever not ring because he's not home? You know, God has built a direct line that you and I and everybody here can talk to Jesus. And you just kneel down in prayer and you can pray to Jesus, and the direct line is there. Just like Alexander Bell liked to talk to his mum and keep in contact with her, it was same with the royal telephone. It was a royal telephone, isn't it? If we talk to the king of the universe, it must be a royal telephone. And so we have a royal telephone to Jesus in prayer, and we're going to sing about that now. Thank you, boys and girls.